On October 1st, a new Social Security rule is taking effect, and for millions of retirees, this change could impact how you receive your payments. At the same time, Social Security is facing long-term funding challenges that could affect every worker and retiree in the years ahead. These aren't just headlines. They're real changes that affect household budgets, and it's important to understand what's happening. If you've been relying on a paper check arriving in the mail each month, you know how reassuring it feels to see it arrive on time. But starting this October, that system is being phased out. Paper checks will no longer be the standard way to receive Social Security payments. For someone in their 70s or 80s who may not use online banking, this shift can feel overwhelming. The new rule requires beneficiaries to switch to direct deposit, or the government's prepaid debit card called Direct Express. The government explains that this change is about cost and security. A paper check costs more to print and mail. It's also more likely to be delayed, lost, or stolen. Direct deposit and the Direct Express card, on the other hand, are cheaper for the Treasury, faster, and more secure for retirees. On paper, the system makes sense. But the real concern is making sure seniors in rural areas or those without a bank account can still get their money without stress or confusion. So what are the options? If you have a checking or savings account, direct deposit is the simplest way to receive your benefit. For those without a bank account, the Direct Express card is a good alternative. It's a prepaid debit card that works anywhere MasterCard is accepted. You don't need a bank account to use it, and your benefits are loaded onto the card each month automatically. For many retirees, this has been a reliable way to access their money without the complications of traditional banking. This October deadline raises an interesting question. If you still had the choice, would you stick with paper checks, or would you feel more comfortable with direct deposit or a debit card? Some people like holding a check in their hands. It feels secure, like something tangible. But others appreciate the speed of an automatic deposit or the flexibility of a card they can use right away. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments. What would you choose if it were up to you? Beyond this immediate change, the bigger issue looming over Social Security is long-term funding. According to the latest trustees report, the trust funds that pay retirement and disability benefits could run short in 2034. That doesn't mean benefits will disappear, but unless Congress acts, benefits could be automatically reduced by about 20%. That's not speculation. It's the government's own projection. Lawmakers have been debating how to fix this. Some proposals include raising payroll taxes, adjusting the income cap so higher earners pay more, or changing how the cost of living adjustment, known as COLA, is calculated. Others have suggested creating an investment fund to grow returns for the program. Right now, these are just ideas. Nothing has been signed into law, but it shows how seriously Congress is being pushed to protect the program for future retirees. Speaking of COLA, beneficiaries are set to receive a 2.6% increase in 2025. This adjustment is meant to keep up with inflation, but many retirees say their checks still don't stretch as far as they used to. Costs for groceries, housing, and healthcare have risen faster than the formula the government uses to calculate COLA. That's why some groups are fighting for a new formula that better reflects seniors' real expenses. For now, the 2.6% boost helps, but it doesn't always cover the rising bills many are facing. If all of this feels like a lot to keep track of, one of the simplest things you can do is set up a My Social Security account online. It takes just a few minutes, and once it's created, you can track your payments, confirm deposit dates, and review your earnings record anytime. It's also a good way to catch mistakes early, which is especially important if you're living on a fixed income. The Social Security Administration has been making improvements too. The 800 number has shorter wait times than it used to. Local offices are handling more requests directly, and the online portal is available around the clock. It's not perfect, but it does make it easier to get answers and avoid long delays. The best steps you can take right now are to set up an online account, stay informed through official updates, and build a simple budget that prepares for possible changes down the road. Social Security will continue to evolve, and while some updates may bring improvements, others bring challenges.